What's up everybody, Bandit here. So this video coming up is going to be my ride to Panama City Beach for Thunder Beach Motorcycle Rally. In the video, on the ride down, I'll be reviewing the Klock Werks 5-inch windscreen or windshield and talking about some wind buffeting and everything else. Unfortunately, none of the video that I took while at the motorcycle rally is actually usable. So I ended up buying a GoPro Hero 10. My GoPro Hero 7 stays mounted on my helmet, which is what I use to record the ride. And the 10 is what I used while I was there to walk around and take video, so I didn't have to pull the GoPro off my helmet. Unfortunately, all of the video taken with the 10 is not usable. Every time I go to try and edit it in my editing software, it freezes, locks everything up, and I get a spinning wheel of death. I've let it sit for a few hours and nothing. So I don't know if it's my editing software doesn't like the Hero 10 or what, but I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting. So I just want to start this video out by apologizing that there isn't actually any video of the rally itself, just due to it not being usable. I can't edit it or even play it at all. So I hope you like the video that I do have, but we'll go ahead and get into it.
What's up everybody, Bandit here. So heading to Panama City Beach. So check the weather this morning. Right now it's about 10:19, 10:20. So check the weather this morning. I've been on the road for a little bit, but it looked like where I'm located at near Pensacola is gonna be like rain hitting around 11 a.m. and then Panama City, it looked like the thunderstorm hitting around 1 o'clock. So I figure, I didn't get on the road as early as I wanted to. Got on the road about 9:30. But anyways, what I figured is getting on the road before the rain hits where I'm at, and it's moving northeast. So get on the road before it hits where I'm at and stay ahead of it to get to Panama City. And then once I'm there, I'll probably have a stint of rain, but not a big deal. Just get under a tent or something, hang out somewhere. Or just suck it up and get wet, don't care. And then hopefully the storm passes pretty quickly. Looking at the radar, it's moving pretty quick and then gonna get past Panama City pretty quickly. So I'm hoping that, it doesn't last very long, and then be riding home tonight with not having any rain. Heading there now. I just got onto the interstate. I had to stop and get gas right beforehand, so I've only been riding for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. GPS telling me, let me go back to my GPS real quick. So GPS telling me 11:48 arrival and a little less than an hour and a half ride left. So about a 2-hour ride to get there. So not as long as what I thought. When I looked the other day, it said 2.5 to almost 3 hours. But I think I pulled it up in, the heart of like rush hour time frame, so it was taking into account traffic and everything else, which is why I like Waze. Apple Maps does it too, but I just found that Waze does a better job of determining your actual like ETA versus Apple Maps. But yeah, right now I'm riding behind this tractor trailer at 70 miles an hour, and if anybody has ridden behind a tractor trailer before, you know that the wind coming off the sides of it creates a little vortex back here, and if you're far enough back, you're getting beat up by wind. If you're close enough in, you're almost feeling no wind. I'm at the point right now where I'm feeling pretty much all the wind off the tractor trailer, so you can kind of see the bike being tossed left and right. But when it comes to buffeting of the helmet, there's a very little bit, and that's a lot of wind that I'm getting off the tractor trailer. So this windshield is doing a good job. I'm gonna go ahead and change lanes and pass him, but overall doing a pretty good job. So now I'm past the tractor trailer, and still I'm feeling a little bit of buffeting. Accelerating about to 75. Go ahead, set cruise control. So cruising at 75, I'm still getting some buffeting, but really that buffeting is coming from down beside the tank. So if you want to find out where the wind is causing your helmet buffeting at, one thing you can do is kind of put your hand up to where the wind line is. So there's the wind, which is actually over top of me right now. So I'm not getting really anything from that. If I put my hand there, it's lessening the buffeting a little bit. So maybe going up to the 6.5 might not be a bad idea. But then, yeah, and I put my hand away, and now my helmet's starting to shake again a little bit. But then if I put my hands down here, like right by my knees, and kind of block the air coming back by the tank, pretty much all the buffeting goes away. So that tells me that the wind is coming up from down here, hitting the underside of my helmet and causing it to shake. So the only way to really get rid of that is one of two things. You can put on fork fangs. Harley makes them, some aftermarket companies make them. They attach to your forks right underneath the like turn signals, and they're little like V-shaped blades almost that kind of curve out. And so what that does is that the wind hits that and then shoots out instead of coming up through here, causing the buffeting. They also make a little piece, I don't know if my camera's going to be at a good angle, that it goes down here, that attaches underneath, and it'll come back to about your tank to limit air coming up through here. But there's honestly not a lot of air that comes up through there, and most people say that that really doesn't do anything for you. Your other option is, it's hard with the 2021 because it went to the chopped or smaller slimline engine guards, but when you had the tall engine guards, is putting on lower leg fairings. So lower leg fairings will help to block that wind coming around and up. So talking like with my dad, he's got an ultra limited, and he says he gets no buffeting. Now he also wears a like very small half helmet versus me wearing a full, so that could also play a role in why he's not feeling that buffeting like I do, because he doesn't have so much of a helmet to hit for the wind to contact and shake. But getting those lower leg fairings will also help. And then they also make little like front fairing blades. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but if I can get the camera angle right, they attach in here and then they're adjustable. And so what you can actually do is, if you know like the old vehicles that had the little like V-shaped window in front of your normal window that you could like tilt out and you would pull in air, and those things actually worked really great, and I hate that vehicles did away with them. Turn that little guy in and man, you get like direct airflow right at you, and it was nice. But anyways, those work a lot the same way. So you can actually turn those to where it will direct airflow directly through here, and then with airflow coming across and then airflow coming up, this airflow coming across straight at you will actually prevent that air coming up from, I guess it would be kind of the same direction. So air coming in, air coming up, it would actually prevent that air because of a shelf of air coming across from coming directly up and hitting you at your helmet or at your face. So those are some things you can add if you're still getting buffeting after changing out your windshield. But like I said, this is doing a pretty good job in comparison to what it was. I know you can't tell with the GoPro like what kind of buffeting I'm getting because the GoPro has gyro stabilization built in, so the camera will look pretty still, or at least should. So I'm gonna move out because the track trailer's passing me. But yeah, that's about all I got for the windshield right now. So I'll be on the interstate for, it says 40 more miles, and then it's a shot south down to Panama City Beach. Yeah, I'll check back in with you guys in a little bit. So what's up? Still on the interstate. Got about, I have to go back to my ways real quick. Click. So 8 miles till I get off. As you can see, water on the windscreen and everything. So unfortunately, I still went through a little bit of rain, but it honestly wasn't too bad. It was a very light rain and lasted for probably about 15 miles or so, maybe 20. not too bad though. So like overall, I'm still pretty dry. My boots are wet. My jeans right here by my knees on both sides are wet from just water coming up off the road, but overall not too bad. So not gonna complain about that little bit of rain. But yeah, just want to give you a little update on my ride. A little bit of rain, it wasn't enough to even make me want to pull over and like put the breather rain sock on, so I didn't even worry about that. It wasn't hard enough rain. Yeah, I will check back in a little bit. All right, so I am pulling up to Thunder Beach Motorcycle Rally right now. So you see a line of bikes up there pulling in. I got some off to the left as well, waiting to turn left. But we're about to pull in. Got all the tents over there. Hit a couple more rainstorms on the way down. None of them were bad, but yeah, a little wet now. Figured it was gonna happen, but it's worth it in the end. Whole mess of bikes coming in. I don't know why there's cars here. Like, I mean, I do. They want to come check it out too, and maybe just didn't want to ride or coming from far away, or maybe they're local, don't have a bike, interested. There's demo trucks here, so interested in, you know, testing out bikes, seeing which one they want to buy maybe. But a whole mess of people coming in. I got a line of bikes up there. I'm glad I came in the back way instead of the main road. Otherwise I'd be in a hell of a line of traffic. Got someone out there directing traffic. This is how you do slow speed riding without holding your brake. You preload the clutch, give it some throttle, or sorry, without putting your feet down and duck walking. Just give it some throttle, preload that clutch, and ride that rear brake. Figure out somewhere to park. So here are the Harley trucks. Looks like 1, 2, 3 trucks with full bikes. Alright, got the Lowrider S. There's the Indians for demo rides. Very nice, very nice. But I'll cut back to you guys here in a little bit after I find some parking. So what's up, everybody? So I'm heading home now from Thunder Beach Motorcycle Rally. So that was the rally. When it comes to etiquette at a bike rally, like, you don't want to go around filming everything the whole time. A lot of people, one, don't want to be on camera, and then if you're just walking around filming everything, they might get a little offended by that. And two, I mean, again, it's just respect, right? So you don't want to film everything. So I had little clips as I was walking around of filming, showing a couple of the booths, but not going too in depth, because again, that's just etiquette, right? You don't want to offend anybody or upset anybody, so, and step over your bounds. So as you see in the clip there, they had Klock Werks there, Tab Performance was there, Custom Dynamics was there, Klock Werks was there. They had a bunch of other distributors of different things. There was a tent for Rick Rack. So Rick Rack makes luggage for your bike to strap on to luggage rack, or they make fillers for your saddlebags and your tour pack as well. And then they have some other things too. There was a Zero tent there, or at least a distributor of Zero, Zero 3D. But yeah, they had a lot of stuff there, a lot of apparel. I fought the urge and left without buying anything. I almost got exhaust put on, but I figured I'll just order the slip-ons myself, put them on myself. I mean, they were doing free installs there, but I wanted to wait a little bit before I get the exhaust or drop that amount of money. Get some of the credit card debt paid down first. But yeah, so I heard them start up a bike with the Klock Werks on it with a stock head pipe, and it sounded really good. Tab performance with their zombies with a stock head pipe sounded really good. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of the zombies with an aftermarket head pipe. So like Tab's 212 or True Dual or 2-in-1. I think they make a 2-in-1. I'm not 100% sure on that. They might not. They have a True Dual and they make a 212. When you put the zombies on that, it is just so loud, to the point that like reverberates your eardrums and just hurts. And that's not what I want on a bike that I'm trying to do long distance on. I don't want my eardrums reverberating and hurting my ears, because when you take out, you know, you put the aftermarket head pipe on, you no longer have a catalytic converter. And now the zombies are essentially straight pipes, right? So you get a very high pitched frequency from it. I mean, it's still deep typically, but when you get on the throttle, there's a little bit of a like high pitched frequency that comes out. That's what kind of reverberates your eardrums, and to me, it's painful. I already have tinnitus and a bunch of other hearing stuff, so I don't need to make it worse. But with that being said, with a stock head pipe, still having your cat, that sounded really good with the zombie baffles. Because I was actually leaning towards Tab Performance, and I was going to get their medium louver baffles, just because I didn't want, you know, that high-pitched crack that comes through on the zombies with aftermarket head pipe. So I was looking at doing the aftermarket head pipe and then doing the medium louvered baffles. But actually finally hearing one with a stock head pipe, I'm leaning towards zombies and just keeping the stock head pipe, and that way I'll keep my warranty as well. I won't risk voiding it by doing an aftermarket head pipe. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think I should do. The Klock Werks also sounded really good. It had a nice like deep bass tone to it. The zombies were a bit louder at idle than what the Klock Werks were. The Klock Werks, when you get on it though, it wakes up and it sounds really good. So I actually really like both. Now I'm kind of debating on which one I actually want after hearing the Klock Werks. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think I should go with. But that's the motorcycle rally down in Panama City Beach. So I'm just gonna make this trek home. Should get home right before sunset, hopefully. And I gotta feed the dogs and everything, because I'll be an hour after their dinner time, so they're gonna be hungry and need to be let out. Anyways, if you like the content I'm putting out, you like this video, hit that like button for me. It'll help me out. And if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. That'll definitely help me out a lot, and I would appreciate it. And as always, stay safe out there, keep the rubber side down, and I'll see you on the road.
In 1 mile,
Bandit out.
the left lane to keep